Ever since its conception, Undertale was just the perfect game. 2015 was no bad year for gaming. Major titles like Bloodborne, Until Dawn, Super Mario Maker were all released in the same year as Undertale, but only one of these games are still relevant today. Undertale has pretty much fallen off, but that's okay, because with any fandom, if your game is niche, your fans are also delusional on so many levels. Yes, there's even a prequel to this game, fully made by the fans. That's what years of no content can do to someone. Toby Fox, aka the creator of Undertale, basically went AWOL. No announcements, no updates, no nothing. Just emptiness.
So to be here, finally on the verge of connection, is quite exciting. I look forward to creating a new future with you. Now show yourself. Deltarune!
And out of nowhere, Toby Fox released Deltarune Chapter 1. I see what you did there. I opened the game and immediately was getting harassed with questions. I was told to create a vessel, which I can't really be angry at. Last game, we just got shoved into the game as like a yellow thing. I gave my vessel some personality traits like what food it liked, what color it liked, a gift of kindness, and favorite blood type. We named my vessel Flo, and then we had to give them my own name as well. Whoever it is that's speaking to me sounds like a fucking psychopath. Okay. Well, that was a dramatic start. Wait, is that who I think it is? Her name is Tori. No, I'm not doing that again. If you seriously don't know who she is, go watch my Undertale video. Tori was waking me up to go to school. My name in this game is Chris, with a K. And once I walked out the door, the music already started bumping like crazy. I got to school and oh my gosh, why is Elphys my teacher? Apparently I have a group assignment to work on, so let me go find a partner. Is that who I think it is? And she called me Crisp. And she already has a partner too, so I don't know who would be dumb enough to befriend her, and it's an egg. Behind her was Monster Kid, who already had a partner too, and then Snowdrake, who had a partner. I'm beginning to think everybody has a partner, but luckily this girl was willing to make a group of 3. Her name's Noelle. She's cool. This Birdly guy though, not as cool. Well, alright, I get to work with the coolest girl in the class. Don't tell me I have to work with this girl. You can just tell she's an F student. But before me and this girl even spoke, we both got sent out to get chalk from the supply closet. I walked out the class and, well, now we know where the missing chalk is going. How disgusting. It's not that serious, dude. It's not that serious, dude. Can you just chill? Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got into this situation. This is, Susie. She's a badass and looks like she's gonna be our villain. I mean, no regular person threatens to eat your face. But she eventually let me go because of the sole fact that I have a good mother. Goat Mom 2026. Let's just go get this chalk. We got to the closet, but there was something off about it. It was really dark. Like, too dark to be a closet type of too dark. There was no light switch, so we kept walking and walking and walking. Don't you think this is pretty big for a closet? So we turned back. Well, another mystery solved by Chris and Susie. Fuck. We just fell down the closet. Well, I'm blue now, and Susie's nowhere to be seen. I have no idea where I am, but after dodging some whatever those are, I made it to a save point. Here is where I realized this game was gonna be miserable. Puzzles. But I got lucky and passed it. I kept walking and seen some black figure twice, but luckily enough, it was just Susie. She was clearly scared, but kept on an image after realizing it was just me, but that wasn't even the littlest of our problems. We had to run, and me and Susie made it to our first stop, Castletown. At this point, me and Susie can't even comprehend how this is fitting in the closet. But before we could even digest anything, we meet the prince of this kingdom, who oddly looks like the Riverman, or Riverwoman. from Undertale. He told us that me and Susie are heroes, it says in the prophecy. He gave us a whole storytelling and everything, and if you want to read this, I'll leave it in the video, but please skip through if you're not interested. Basically, it just says that we are the only people who can save the world by closing these things called dark fountains that are just spawning because we needed a conflict. Susie wasn't really messing with it at all and was about to leave, but make way for the best character and soundtrack of Chapter 1. This is the bad guy, aka Lancer. He's deadass a spade playing card. Lancer was talking some shit on us low-key, but since Susie apparently walked shit down, she threw us into a battle scene. Bro, are we hearing this music? Since we aren't trying to kill anybody, we let Lancer know when Susie was gonna attack so he can dodge, but after a while, his bike was running out of fire, so he cut on us. After the battle, Susie pressed the hoodie dude to take his hoodie off, and oh my god, it's a femboy. You know you too much to handle. This is Rouse. At least that's how I pronounce it. Dude's the nicest guy on earth. And yeah, I wasn't joking. This is a real life femboy. Life sure is good.
Life sure is sweet, huh? It definitely is.
Susie wasn't feeling it though, and she just left. Okay, dickhead. With Susie gone, we decided to make a pact. And boom, we were on our first adventure. Find Susie. Okay, Rouse, yeah, I know, thank you. Just like Undertale, we got taught about fighting and acting, and that acting is better because in this world, we don't have enemies. Oh, and we were also taught about defending and TP, but that's okay. It was about time we spoke. Oh, you said it wasn't okay, and that I actually have to explain things? Fine. Oh, wait. So TP is basically magic power that you can use during attacks, and you get it from defending and nearly getting hit during attacks, but not taking damage. I think. I don't know, bro. I'm just a waiter. We find this important looking door, and Rouse really made it sound intimidating talking about how once we go through it, the real adventure begins. Like, okay, can you not make it sound like shit gets serious? Also, I feel like you're gonna be annoyed by the end of the video because of the amount of times I mention how good the music is in this game. But if you like Deltarune, you like the music, so it's okay. After our first real battle, we ran into a couple signs written by Lancer, and we also found Lancer, who wasn't really any help in finding Susie. After lots more fights, and lots more walking, and lots more of Lancer, we finally found the one and only Susie. We convinced her to join the squad, so cue the fucking music, baby. Wait, why is the music playing again? Oh, I get it, Susie. Oh, by the way, Susie's like a freaking maniac who doesn't even believe in being nice. So I'm just gonna self-diagnose her as daddy issues. We ran into Lancer for like the 5th time in like 2 minutes. And since he wants to be the bad guy so bad, Susie literally lectured Lancer on how to be a better villain. And it worked. After that, we ran into another puzzle. Cause you know, Toby Fox has the need to throw a puzzle in the game every 10 minutes. But I'm Einstein, so I cleared that shit. After more walking and walking, we made it to a new area. Not sure what this is supposed to represent, but I searched it up and this area is called the Great Board. So take that as you will. Doesn't seem that great to me, considering I'm getting jumped. Here's Lancer again, and oh, he literally says it right here, and also halfway point to the castle. Feel like I didn't explain it enough, but our way of escaping this place was destroying the dark fountain that was apparently in the castle. Anyways, this whole Lancer bad guy thing was an act and says he just wants to be as cool as Susie. Do you see the way she reacted to that? I told y'all, bruh, daddy issues. Lancer clocked our T for not having a team name, and now our team name is Lancer. Lancer Fan Club for short. I don't know, don't ask me. We went to progress, and literally Lancer was afraid to go forward because of who's in front of us, which turned out to be a freaking checker piece, which was at the end of the board, so we turned into a king. Nah! It was a pretty easy fight. We just made his crown fall off, and back to normal he goes. After our fight, Susie wants to have a freaking moment here talking about how bad of a hero she is, like, Gah! And she literally joins Lancer as a villain. And well, they left me and Rouse to just perish. So let's see how this goes with just Rouse on the team. We fought some more enemies, and in our very short time gone, Lancer and Susie came up with some nicknames for themselves. And let's just say, to put it nicely, they're ass. Like, really ass. And they don't even have an evil plan, bro. This team sucks. We dodged some thingies and did a couple more puzzles because yeah, Toby fucking Fox.
Make money, bro? Come on, man. Nigga, fuck you.
And we find the so-called villains, so-called hustling, with all proceeds going to kicking my ass. Anyways, more walking, more listening to this banger song, and more of Lancer getting up to something that shouldn't work but does. We are currently building an evil machine that is eventually going to thrash my own ass. And after a lot of consideration, we built a duck. That sucks ass. And now Susie's frying us for it. I don't even know how it ended up happening where Susie is literally a villain now, but nice. Because they don't even look like villains right now. And oh my fudging gosh, is that what I think it is? Fuck. Oh, it was so ass they blew it up. And Susie is saying that she'll come join us again if we beat her in a fight, which was pretty easy. Welcome to the team, Susie. And apparently Lancer too, because he felt left out. But he kind of didn't get the rules of being in our party. The Lancer fan club was getting pretty close to the castle because the guards started throwing shit at us. But like I said, bro, I've played these fucking games before. Come on, bro. We almost made it inside the castle, but right before it happened, Lancer fucking betrayed us. After all we've been through in like 15 seconds, and well, we actually lost and got locked up. But for the first time, I think, ever, Susie did something productive and beat the warden's ass. And now there's another puzzle in the way, cause you know, Toby fucking Fox! So we did it for her by telling her what to do. Susie unlocked her cell and was on her way to find us, but since Rouse is so scared, we closed our eyes and thought about what she was doing right now. Which was a way to say that we were just gonna take over for Susie and control her, cause she has no idea what she's doing. Which pretty much resulted in more puzzles until he found Lancer, telling the guard to keep them locked up. But here we go, another prime example of what daddy issues looks like. And now that she's mad, she's beating the fuck out of Lancer. But Lancer wasn't fighting back, but Susie noticed and purposely missed her final attack. And then Lancer confessed that the reason he locked us up was because he knows that to get to the Dark Fountain, we have to get through his dad, which means we'd have to kill him or that we'd get killed by him. So Susie told Lancer that we wouldn't fight him no matter what. And that pretty much worked. And with that, we finally got saved by Susie and our adventure to escape continues. Now it's time to find the king. This whole castle is pretty dark, and the only thing that really kept it exciting is the one and only Rules card. He may be the most annoying character in some eyes, but to me, he's the funniest. And now, prepare for the greatest piece of music you've ever heard in your life. You know it's good when I literally sat on the screen without touching my controller. Though I didn't buy shit from this guy. And well, we found a throne, which you know what that means. It was time to fight the king, who didn't seem too happy to see us. One thing about Susie though is she is always ready for a fade. Did you see how fast she whipped out that axe when the king grabbed Lancer? She even got her own theme song. And well, that was pretty much all that needed to happen to start a fight. And may I say, banger song again. But we didn't really swing at the guy, and after a while he just gave up and gave us a long monologue about his life story and that everyone's right to put away their weapons. So we did. And he also said his body wasn't used to fighting like that anymore, which was sad. So Rosé healed him. And you want to know what he did? I'm sorry, but sometimes you just gotta put your pride aside for a moment and realize when it's time to beat a nigga's ass. Which was the signal for Susie to step in. Cause like I said, one thing about Susie, she gon' want the fade every single time. Well, I appreciate the concern, Susie, but I mean, this guy's pretty much God, clearly. Well, I thought he was, but since we didn't kill anyone on our way here, all the civilians slid for us and said they want a leader that accepts us Lightners instead of trying to kill us. So we literally crowd surfed his way out of here. Rosé finally opened his eyes and said that maybe you can't be nice to everyone. And with the king defeated, it was time to seal the Dark Fountain, which was sad because Rosé couldn't come with us. Well, actually, we got a little more time with him because we wanted to go give a real goodbye to everyone before we left. And we found Lancer in his dad's throne. Finally, someone with real responsibility. And right before we left for good, Rosé stopped us, talking into his hat, telling us he's really glad he met us. So he took off the hat and bitch, is that Asgore? With that, we went through the menacing door and found the Dark Fountain.
Are we hearing these vocals right now? Sounds like I'm playing fucking Persona.
To seal the fountain, we literally used my very soul, and out of nowhere, we were back in the unused classroom. And look at the ground. Dude, this is the world we were just in. Did we dream this or something? Anyways, we left the room, and apparently the sun was already setting, which means we literally were in that room all day. Right as we were going to leave, we got a call from Goat Mom telling us she was worried sick about us, and right before giving us punishment, we told her we were with a friend, and Goat Mom changed her tone so quick. That's how you know you're cooked, when you get out of punishment because it was the first time you were hanging out with a friend. We got out of there and visited some places on our way home. We ran into Birdly, who was surprised we were even alive. We ran into Undyne, who was ready to suplex anyone in sight. And then we ran into Noelle, who was having a nice talk with her dad, talking about, ooh, something about relationships. Noelle, if you want me, you know I'm easy. Anyways, Noelle left, and then we had a talk with her dad about his illness and his family and all that stuff, just keeping him company. We said our goodbyes to him and found ourselves walking down this very odd path that had a bunker at the end. I sure hope this bunker doesn't have any relevance to the plot and won't get brought up later. And then we ran into Asgore, who conveniently runs a flower shop now, and he gave us a bouquet for Toriel, but sorry bro, Sans already stole that shit.
Stole that shit. That's what I do, nigga.
Anyways, we finally got home and was welcomed with a pie to eat when we wake up. And with that, we went to bed. Oh, nice. We woke up in the middle of the night. I'm sure that's a good sign. Chris? Bro, I don't think I ever thought I'd be jump scared in a Toby Fox game, but genuinely, what is this? Genuinely, can someone in the comments explain what's going on here? I'm only a level 1 Toby Fox fan. Anyways, the game decided to end right there. But luckily, there's 3 more chapters of this game that's out right now, so I might as well just go play those too. But I think I'm gonna save that for next time. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please subscribe. And if you really watched all the way to the end, comment cookies to let me know. Leave a like, and I'll be sure to continue playing Deltarune and see where Chris wants to take us next. Have a good one, and I'ma see y'all in the next video. Later!
There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in